Welcome to the first discussion on front-end web development. We will be discussing about the big picture, which encompasses HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So brace yourself and we'll go through this very detailedly but slowly. So diving in, our agenda today will discuss about the field of work, areas that we can focus on. We'll review the foundational terms which we already discussed in the previous video, and also introduce some core technologies. Before we conclude, we'll look at the big picture, obviously, and then how we can proceed from there. So brace yourselves, let's get going. The field of work in front-end web development focuses on using web platform technologies like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to build websites, web apps, and even native apps that run on the web. There's so many different careers in the wild, as you've seen, but you can either decide to work in a corporate environment or work as a freelancer, self-employed, or even do both, using one as a side gig. But where do you focus your attention on? You can either create search engine optimized websites or use web frameworks, JavaScript frameworks to build web apps, or use design tools to focus on designing the websites for the user interface and user experience. Other areas include testing, performance, accessibility, even WebKit development. Now, previously, we've already talked about what the foundational terms of web development include. For instance, the URL includes the protocol, the domain, which translates the IP to a human-readable form. Now we need to remember also the clients use a web browser, your files are saved on your server, which can be distributed in a CDN, and JavaScript actually has an engine that resides in your browser. To create this code, the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, we use code editors like Visual Studio Code. After creating it, we can see our website on the web browser. This browser has command line interface or console, and the document object model actually includes everything that you see on the HTML. Carrying on from there, the big picture actually entails us understanding that HTML creates a content like a skeleton, CSS puts some style on the content like an outfit, while JavaScript actually makes it interactive, puts some kind of a behavior on there. So HTML, again, you create that by using .html files using a code editor, CSS files still using that code editor, and JavaScript.js files working still with the code editor to have progressive enhancements. To proceed, you need to use the documentation tools that we've discussed in the previous video to plan what you need to execute. Design this work using design tools like Adobe, Figma, Canva, and code what needs to be done using a Visual Studio Code or any code editor. It usually comes with version control to help you track your versions. It's imperative that you test your work and deploy it either locally on the cloud or whichever way you prefer. Before you proceed, you need to be able to set up an environment. You need a browser, possibly choosing Google Chrome. You need to also download a code editor, Visual Studio Code, set up the extensions, and also create a GitHub account. We'll look at all of this in the setup video that proceeds. Thank you for watching our video. I really hope you stick around. Please make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to my channel to help the YouTube algorithm to recommend this video to others. And always remember to share it to everyone else. Help me help you help others so we can all grow together. This was Vitus DK. You already know.